Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Dude, I am what's the word? Tired as shit, man. I woke up at 6. I got to the beach, played an hour. I went and did pull-ups and sit-ups and everything. I played again for another hour. And dude, wow.
You ready to go back to bed?
I am ready to go back to bed.
You do
Yes.
look a little sleepy this morning.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So that's the deal there. Roth IRA for minor. What? Oh. Okay. Anyways, I think we're waiting here for Jesus here. I'm not sure where he is, but we'll go ahead and get started without him here. Let's take a look at the news here this morning. Obviously, we had the CPI. That's front and center here. It came in as expected here. Market's basically flat. We were up maybe 10 handles here before the news came out. Um, but so far, man, I mean, it's just it came in line more or less. Slight deceleration from October's gain. As expected, lower energy costs held the headline figures to a smaller gain with energy prices dropping. Speaking of energy prices, let's just take a look at oil here real quick and see what we got going on in oil. I would imagine absolutely nothing. Oil is down. Oil's getting shellacked here. Whoa. Yeah, take a look at oil here this morning. So that's going to be the thing to watch. This is at recent lows here on the oil.
Mm.
So any of the oil traders, and I would imagine the oil complex here, if we take a look at XOM and all this kind of other shit, maybe these things ain't trading too hot here as well. Let
Yeah,
me get some extended
if you
hours on.
remember back in early November, there was somebody came in and put $22 million to work on March 15th, 80 XLE puts with an average of $2.29.
Oh, I remember that order.
Yep.
Man, they must be clocking it though.
XLE is not broken completely yet. I'm looking at it in the pre, and it's not down as far as I would expect it to be.
Okay, so that's something to watch here for the morning here. As far as oil is concerned here. Oracle here had some earnings here. If we take a look at Oracle, I think that stock is down here as well. So if we take a look at Oracle, Oracle is down. Yeah, good. What is this? What is this? 10 points here on Oracle.
Yeah, but
Um,
look at the technicals on it, and it's still trading inside of a range, and they're going to indicate it to open almost to
hmm,
the penny on the 50-day moving average. So if they bounce it there, it wouldn't surprise me.
okay. All right. So that's another opinion there on the Oracle. Remember, these earnings plays here have been, they've given the good days activity after they report earnings here.
They have.
So keep that in mind here. Let's take a look at BTC here. BTC had a decent move down yesterday during the day and then into the close. And then into the close here, we bounced all the way back to about 41.7 here. And, this is kind of where we're trading at here. So remember, we had this big liquidation program here, another sell. Now the question is do we break back down or do we recuperate or recover the move down here? And that would get us back to like 44,000. So I have no idea. Good morning, everybody. Vamos a comer alcapuria en piñones. What now? Why would I do that now? We're always having problems with this PC, so I think we should move them.
Take it out back and beat the fuck out of it.
Yeah, this PC is.
Hey, while we have just a quick second here, shout out to one of our members in the room who goes by the handle of NF. Posted this morning that since he's come on board and left his gig in the banking world since 2021 is up over 1,000%.
Yeah, take a look at.
That's freaking
Take a look
huge.
at Yeah, so in 3 years here is up over 1,000%. So left his job at the bank here.
Well done.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Moving on here with some news here for the morning. I don't know that news out of Macy's here. People seem to continue talking about. So if you take a look back at the Macy's here, um, that thing had a I don't know. They were talking about a possible buyout price at 21. So it's still ticking up here as well. What do you have here for gaps and things that you're looking at for the morning here on Jero?
I'm looking at KLAC to kind of catch up to what Broadcom did. It's kind of right on the verge of looking for glory here. So if I can catch this today, this might be the next one to add to the quiver in addition to the AI craze in chips. So I've got KLAC on the radar. Other breakout name that I was looking at yesterday that I did not play is Cassava Sciences, SAVA. So if they come back for that again, potential looking at squeeze. Taiwan Semiconductor had a nice move yesterday. That also is in a spot where potentially it could break out. All of these things might need to take a little bit of a pause, but I'm looking at all of them. Snow yesterday also had a nice little move, and that also is on the radar as a potential squeezo name. So a handful of stuff, a lot kind of more related towards semiconductors and people flipping the hell out about AI again. And I don't mind riding the coattails of that.
Indeed, and then your Avgo here from yesterday was obviously quite the fucking mover. I mean, the stock's trading at around 10:30, and remember there was a good amount of us, at least myself most definitely here, wanted to see fucking death on this thing. It consolidated at around like $800 to $900 for a good amount of time, and then just exploded higher here yesterday. So again, really nice move out of the Avgo yesterday. As far as other gaps and things to pay attention to, that BA. I mean, me and Ron Shera just keep talking about it every single day. That BA hit fucking 249 yesterday. Unbelievable.
One of the best misses I've ever had.
Unbelievable. If you take a look at the indexes here, indexes are only down about 10 cents, 20 cents here. So, again, not much movement. If you take a look at gold, gold here not doing much either. So slower, choppy markets, but still very, very bullish. Still very, very bullish. Nvidia and the Tesla are down. Remember the fat man names are seeing money come out, but again, not enough to solicit, aggressive shorting. Somebody's calling out this JWN and the Macy's. Yeah, these are the retailers here that are still looking good. Netflix yesterday, by the way, was a really nice move higher. We'll see if it holds on to some of this stuff. Kalau is saying, I bought 30 calls for Sava for January 19th. He says, thank you, Ranchero, and bought 132 puts for this week on AMD. AMD is another name we got to talk about. Yesterday had probably one of its most monumentous days in a while. Actually, the last 2 days, last 3 sessions, the stock has gone from 117 to fucking 134. Again,
Lisa set all of this shit off. Going in there and talking about AI and talking about how their chip is going to compete and be better than NVIDIA's chip, and everybody decided to lose their damn minds.
Yeah, indeed. Okay. Other than that, here waiting for Jesus to rock in here with some morning activity. Anybody heard from Jesus? What's going on with the boy? I mean, I saw him posting this morning, so
his dogs might have eaten him.
Well, just like Game of Thrones.
Exactly.
Where you kept saying, beasts. Yep, they're loyal beasts. What do you guys got? What are you guys taking a look at? ORCL short. Yeah, you might look for some follow through there. But again, remember, keep it tight on the shorts. There's a Google lawsuit. Let's take a look at the Google here off the open. Google is down a little bit. I don't think it matters. Those China names here, probably are still pretty weak. That docu yesterday, yeah, Chris, somebody brought it up yesterday in the room here. The docu's on fire here as well, as it should be, because nobody wants to fucking print anymore. I definitely do not want to print anything anymore. And apart from that, those casinos had a decent day break yesterday. Win, LVS, and everything. Those stocks have been some of the weakest ones, including the China names. So if you look at LVS and Win here, they had a nice, comeback trade there. If you look at GME, kind of chilling around $15. It's got a range. I still think this is going back to friggin' $8. Just a matter of time. Any pops you can get, short the fucking shit out of it and sit there. Other than that, it looks like Jesus is back around here. Wall Street Jesus, we got you?
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
What's cracking?
There he is.
Good morning.
Well,
good morning.
you got the last 3 minutes here. So real quick, man, why don't you give us some noteworthy activity? What are we looking at this morning?
Nothing. You had the CPI. You know, again, there was an excuse if they wanted to sell, but probably not enough. But you can see a fade. You got the bond auction. I'm sure you guys had mentioned coming up later today. That's the wild card of the week, and we'll see if we get much movement out of that. Otherwise, this seasonal bull trade, looking for rate cuts, buying everything in sight, it's just been too strong. We'll see if we could crack it at some point. Even just get a little gut check would be nice.
Indeed. Apple, I don't know what that news was off the open yesterday, but it was enough to dump the stock about 3-4 points. So Apple here is trading around 193 again. This is, I don't know. I don't think I'd mess with it that much anyway. And then take a look.
You got some selling in those big names, right? But
Yeah,
they all creeped back yesterday intraday off the lows, pretty much.
Indeed.
That follow through. I mean, would you look to buy these things off weakness, or you're not even bothering?
No, I'm not looking at them at all.
Amazon's been a great right for the last week or so.
What's that? What did that do yesterday? I don't even remember looking at Amazon. Oh yeah, that came back. That came back too. Let me poke.
SMID Smith Midland receiving $3.8 million JJ Hooks barrier rental contract in Virginia. Sierra Mike Delta. U.S. equity futures continuing to track lower here into the opening. With less than 30 seconds, a little more than 30 seconds to go to the open. S&P futures are trading down about 0.1% at 46.7175.
Alrighty. 1 minute here to the open here. Let's watch the indexes off the open and then just slowly see what's going on here. BTC stuck in the range now, about 300-400 points. And other than that, I don't really have much. I don't really have much stuff that I'm watching. Obviously, everybody's going to want to be like, hey, let's short. But if you do that, be careful. And there's the bell. Let's see what the flow brings us. And waiting here for the GEX tool to populate. Netflix up 5 points here. And NVIDIA down about 3. Let me pull up this AMD here off the open. I sold from my daughter's account half my position on the pins, by the way.
Dude,
she did
nice.
pretty good. She did good. She did good.
She's ready for that brand new M3.
Get the fuck out of here.
Sorry, M4 now.
Yeah, you never splurge. You chisel.
Convertible, bro. She's living in Florida now, right? She needs.
Yeah, she's in Florida.
She's gonna need that convertible.
Oh shit.
Going EDTX holding on the circuit breaker up to 102% on the.
All right, bring us what you got. If you guys are trading anything.
I'm still in. I rolled the last of my Broadcom 1035s for this week. I rolled them to 1200s as a lotto. And if they pay me, I'm going to fucking laugh.
Which one's Ranchero? Was looking at something else? One line?
Wait, sorry, what are you asking me?
What line did you roll? You said?
It's what I rolled to the 1200s.
Oh, 1200. Okay.
Yeah.
On the Avgo?
Yeah.
Wow. Fucking 1200. Can you imagine? Tesla here selling off a little bit off the open.
Ooh, I got to cover this Rivian. Did not squeeze. All right. That's a wash on the Rivian. I'm out of that now. Was looking for that to squeeze. It never did.
Most stocks are slightly red. 132 on that AMD. 461. SPY is now down about 10 handles here.
Check out this Sava spooling up. This thing gets
Sava.
through this 28. This is another garbage squeeze named Lucci. Cassava Sciences.
Yeah.
With U.S. equity markets opening under a bit of pressure here, we're seeing most of Europe turn red. The CAC Quant, the DAX both down on the day. The Spanish IBEX down 0.75%.
Yeah, you got a little breath deterioration off the open, but that started pre-market.
That's a good thing. I mean, we need a couple of hours to get
Breath
people
deterioration.
wound up.
For real. For real. Wait, didn't this name get, I think they were acquired, SGen, weren't they? SGEN? Yeah. If I can remember correctly, the sweepers made a killing in that thing. It's gapping up again. Maybe the company maybe the deal closed. That could be it.
There's your Oracle.
Deal closing. Thank you, GJT. Oracle blonde numbers, huh? Last night for Oracle.
Yeah.
Pretty blah.
Broadcom's still going.
Is Lucci okay with it? I think he's getting mugged.
He says he's super tired this morning.
No, I'm here. I thought he was getting mugged or something.
Oh, I see.
Do you?
The guy goes out, gets intoxicated on the daily. What does he expect? What I tell you, watch that age's gonna creep up on his ass.
Yeah, but you're forgetting the most. Oh, by the way, I have a wonderful story about Ozempic today. Wonderful.
Daily Ozempic story.
Wonderful story. I'll say it later. But I would also like to add that I work out and play beach tennis every day. SPY here is at lows. Very interesting.
It kind of delayed sell off the CPI. What a weird reaction.
Very weird reaction.
Based on how much we've been up of late, they had an excuse to actually sell the market, even pre-market, and it did the complete opposite.
Agreed. Apple here still holding. Let's take a look at the Tesla. Banks here are selling a little bit, but not much. Not much. No. Stop it, Chris. You need to stop it. Don't even put that shit out. Chris is talking about, are we going to crash today?
Oh, God. Such a spaz.
Let's wait for some flow to come up. Let's wait for the GEX tool to populate. This Hasbro. Interesting on the Hasbro. Did this thing have earnings last night?
Yes. Whether it was earnings or just guidance, there was something that wasn't too positive on the Hasbro.
Materials and financials. Really? And then the Amazon has got somebody called it out this morning here, the relative bullishness on the Amazon. Shop, I was thinking was going to hit that 75, but still can't really do it. Shop is now trading, 71.80 here. Let's take a look at the Melly here. I haven't looked at these two in a while. Melly here is trading around 1600, so that's also a whatever trade. Nano here shorted Tesla here off the open. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that elevator today. It's been
that's a
windy.
nice short.
Yeah, it's been super windy.
Google, little nibbling there.
There's more here.
I saw you like the second time I came. Yeah. It was pretty nice. I went to the gym. Came back a little early.
Melly, nice dump there on the Melly. A Soul is saying arm is working. What are you, long? And for some reason, my Steamroom now is not working. Man, we've been having some issues here this morning on the Steamroom. Lex Trader here grabbed a few arm puts. Let's take a look at what is that? The Affirm here that's just been running every single day. Maybe you might finally get a pullback on that Affirm there. Oil names. Yeah, oil names are selling here because oil is super, super fucking weak. Boeing here still holding 248. Pages unresponsive. Exit pages. Let's just exit this.
You talking Steamroom pages unresponsive?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sava's going.
Are you you got a position?
I do not.
All right, now it looks like I'm back on. Let me throw up this Gex tool here and see where we're at. Do we have any index players here yet? Jesus.
We have nothing yet. Nothing at all yet. Here, what do you got? PLTR, some June protection. That could be pushing out some December protection that expires this week.
SPX is at the put wall here. Very interesting spy here. It's also below the put wall. Richard Vargas is saying AMD going to go for another runner. I don't know. I suppose you could throw out a lotto ticket there. It's back to 134. These Apple puts are interesting here, but that's a cover here. Yeah, it looks like likely replaces expiring December protection. There you go.
Here you go. What's Bitcoin doing?
It's flat. This is basically flat. 41,700. It did come back. It did make a comeback here yesterday from the selling here. Yeah, so a couple of cats here calling out the Nvidia here. This thing's on about an 8-9 point tear. Let's see if the market comes back here. My eyes are like so heavy. Yeah, so heavy. Looks like some puts getting bought on the coin here. 115 here.
Oh yeah,
betting. Yep, betting on a bigger pullback here.
How far out?
Bitcoin.
It's January. These are January monthlies.
115s, huh?
115s. Keep an eye on those. Keep an eye on those. It ain't gonna be easy. Nano here said liking the Amazon long.
Please me.
I think I'm all right with that, but good luck.
I think your Amazon needs a break over the 149 area. If like 149 and a quarter, if you can't reclaim that, it's going to be hard for it to rip up. And until it does, writing when it pops has been very fruitful. Here's some NVIDIA. 480s. And where are we at on that?
Mr. Yellen saying inflation is meaningfully coming down.
You got yelling running in the mouth too there. Ahead of that bond auction later.
Yellen sees no reason why inflation shouldn't come down to the Fed's target.
NVIDIA call wall currently is 470. And that's right up against the VWAP from 2 days ago. So if they can break it out, maybe we get something.
Yeah, Lex Trader's talking about this Affirm. These Affirm puts here. Take a look at this Affirm. Decent
Labor market remains strong, but it's
decent Momo move. Somebody's talking about this path here.
Oh yeah, look at that. They don't so careful in a spot like this on Affirm, right? Because you're at a technical spot. So
Right.
just watch for them to bounce it. If you get a spike
Right.
down, it's a good idea to take some profits.
Somebody just bought some UPST puts too, as we were talking here, and those are out to January though, so you can see the UPST and Affirm. They look pretty similar here. Apple here at the lows. You got banks here coming back. You know, stuff definitely looks bullish, or sorry, bearish. But you gotta chill.
Daddy, chill.
I'm not gonna short down here, even though it looks somewhat tempting.
I know you want to.
Yellen says wage increases
are continuing at a healthy pace.
Looks like somebody cashing in Avgo December 990s.
Not a reason to play for.
Coming at $4 million worth.
Beautiful.
Might end up rolling.
Where are these freaking 1200s at? Let's see.
Wow, the shit hit 1045 on that Avgo.
40 cents now.
Woo! Somebody going for the Roku puss? What is this thing? $100 now? Yep. Finally.
Crackage.
Finally. Little cracko.
Yellen says inflation expectations are well under control.
It's not panic if you are first.
Let's say inflation expectations are well under control.
Ulta little weekly activity in ULTA December 500s.
Yeah, Silver's calling out that puts are not moving. So that could potentially be a little sign.
Yellen says there's no evidence that inflation is becoming ingrained or that there is a wage price spiral, and we have posted the live video to Yellen on the feed for all those interested.
Yellen saying there's no evidence that inflation is becoming ingrained or that there's a wage price spiral.
The S&P 500 energy sector touches a 5-month
So
low.
for Hollis, HOL had to share
That BAC came back.
deal was announced yesterday. We're seeing a subsequent press report.
NVIDIA looks strong.
Group has said to consider making a competing offer for Hollis's automation.
Does. Yes, it does.
BTC just kind of had a program down on the BTC. Trading about 41.5 here. I'm not sure if it's short yet. Don't think so, though. More confused markets here. We're not enough. What do you guys got?
Press release
You got
confirming
anything?
exchange offer from Choice Hotels, Whiskey Hotel. And the board will-
Nano saying could hit all-time highs on the ARM today. Whatever. No, thank you. Yeah, it looks like small rotation here to some of the banks and the Nvidia. Where's that AMD? AMD trading 133. This thing's not going anywhere. FYI. So K Dirk is saying CVNA in free fall. I swear to God, if I pull this up and it's not in free fall,
Don't pull it up.
I mean,
that the Choice Hotels
because
offer
I'm free.
additional.
A firm here. Let's see where this thing's trading at. A firm here already bounced over that 38, so it couldn't really break that 38. Anybody who shorted the low there on SPYs most likely got to get out now. Dude, I need like a quick power nap. I'll be right back.
He's
Yeah,
going
I'll
to
be
take a
right
power nap.
Right
Saying
back.
that he won't allow Israel to repeat the Oslo mistake.
Oh, thank God we got rid of him for a little bit, huh, Jay?
You're putting me in bed. I'm tired. ECLX row.
Treasury Secretary Yellen says rising real rates may impact
want
their
that there.
decision on those parts.
You got a little Momo and Ulta this morning.
And they can do by shareholders and the recommendation regarding the offer within 10 business days.
Come on.
Yellen goes on to say rising real rates will impact the Fed.
I try not to look at Ulta often because I own equity longer term, so I refrain looking at it too much.
Well, you're smart not to look.
Yeah, because I can't help myself. Even if it's in a completely separate account, you can lock it up, toss away the key, and I sniff it out to flip it and lose the money somehow.
Oh, Mike.
Chinese press reporting that President Xi has urged China and Vietnam to manage their maritime differences.
Zillow, small weeklies, really small in Zillow. Looks like less underbelly participation this morning.
Xi met with the
That's why kind of messy action, more of monthly expiration type action out there, but a few names seeing some flow. You got a lot of lighter protection, could be replacing December stuff too. PBR, energy name. So energy stocks 5-month lows. That means XLE. Yep. Look, just a pain in the ass grind lower, Marcelo, but it's going lower.
Say it again. XLE?
XLE.
Yeah. No, I'm a
it's
punk
like
for not holding it.
messy grind lower.
That's what I mean. I'm not good at that, Jay. I don't do that well. I don't.
No one's good at it. It's just
Yeah.
it's like pulling teeth.
And Yellen says the U.S. economy is on a path to a soft landing.
I mean, I know I should have just not looked at that position, but I can't help it, right?
Yeah. Especially
And I'm like,
around
oh, okay. Well, if I see too much pressure, and technically it looked like they were going to be wrong, I was like, I just need to get out of the way. So I get out of the way at like a small loss, and then of course now it starts to go, right? I
Yeah.
suck at that. It's annoying, but I suck at it.
That's those stocks like we were talking about, the banks, the energy stocks. It's always a tough trip unless you get lucky and catch some news or something.
Exactly.
You got a little Citigroup repeat action. Let's see, anything closing? Yeah, you have a couple of December ones closing in Citi. They're pushing them out. You had a lot of December buying in Citi over the past 3 months. One of actually the few banks that caught a lot of buying. INVZ. I've seen that name. I don't know what the hell it is. Little guy. Electrical products. I don't know what the hell they do. You got some buying in that name. INVZ, Jan 2.5. Kraft Heinz. What are those, like lottos? Kraft Heinz lottos. You got some more of those cheap lottos and KHC. I don't know why, but this name always attracts this type of action. Tesla puts weekly.
All right, we're back.
Oh, Jesus. That what, you took a nap for reals?
All right, 2 minutes,
What the fuck? This guy's not human.
a couple of minutes, you know.
Really?
I know, a couple of
I
minutes.
gotta try that shit. I wake up cranky if I do that.
All right, what are you guys up to? What do you guys got?
Not much. I mean, there's some little put action out there, but I wouldn't say anything too dramatic. But on the buy side, cheap weekly stuff. I think TV went on vacation. A pretty cool Bova note. Well, it looks cool off the headline. I want to take when I get a chance. I haven't even read it yet. Pretty long. But lessons from 2023 to remember for 2024.
Wow, interesting.
Pretty interesting title, right?
Indeed.
Take a look later on. Here's the headline.
Yellen says prices are rising at a much slower rate than before, but the level
More
of
Tesla
prices,
puts.
including rents, are still higher.
Yeah, Tesla, you got some put action. Let's see what's active over there.
They've been really buying puts, man. 220s, 210s, 215s out for time on this stuff.
Expected to come
Yeah,
down.
I mean, this stock hasn't done a damn thing. The whole
No,
market
no.
squeezing around it. This stock literally hasn't done an effing thing in 3 weeks.
AMD back to highs from yesterday. Avgo 1052, man.
Are the semis up today? What are the semis doing as a whole? Yeah, they were red. Now they're green. The semis. Look at this. A lot of strength behind these semis.
That affirmed back up through 39, man. So couldn't keep going lower. That Amazon didn't really get a rotation. That Nvidia though did up 7 here. Random day.
Some repeat buying in that PDD again. Fed 210s. These are cheap. Couple sweeps there. You had some good looking action. Friday, Thursday. But this thing catches bombs. PDD.
Bombs over Baghdad.
They're all $500,000 $1 million orders on this PDD when they buy it. But you had some Jan buying and a good looking April sweep in it late last week. Off a little dippity doo dah.
I mean, I got nothing here.
I got nothing but love for you, baby.
Oh wow. Heavy D in the house, man. Heavy D. I like that. BTC got down to about 41,300 here, bounced off of it.
Yeah, this Bitcoin's gonna be interesting to see how this shakes out over the rest of the year.
J Dub talking about ANF, and apparently ANF is still going higher. Good old Abercrombie.
Man, is it?
Yep, good old
What the
Abercrombie.
hell are they doing right? This thing popped up on our growth scan too, so fundamentals are there. Who the hell's buying their gear? Maybe I just
clue.
have we're not aware of it because we're old.
No clue. Meta here starting to go back higher.
What a stock this turned out to be. Who would have thunk it?
Silver's trying to get us to pay attention to this with the options not paying on SPX. What's the story? You're saying the IVs are probably are still too high here, and then even if you get a small move, the options don't move. Is that what you're talking about? What is the deal?
You got a little more
here.
NVIDIA spec action, weeklies.
Yep, roll up here on that NVIDIA. MasterCard and Visa. Remember, MasterCard kind of had that breakout yesterday. Printed 418 and then pulled back. You might come in here for a dip buy here. But frankly, this looks like shit to me.
Maybe they're holding a premium until we get that bond auction. Who knows? That bond auction is the wild card here.
What time's that bond auction?
I think 11 something, 11:30. Hold on. I was just trying to pull up the calendar too.
Apple here starting to make its way back up. Semiconductors won't stop, you're saying?
Management program.
Oh no, one, I think, right?
Bond auction is at 1.
I think you have other auctions going on, but I think the one the eyeballs are on there at 1 o'clock. I think. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
Pan W here. Pan W here. Yep. So this plenty of decent rotation here still happening. FYI. The pins here back to 35.5. This thing looks fine. I mean, I got nothing. I got nothing. SPY here still wants to go back higher. Q's here catching a bid too.
Yep. Relative weakness in the Russell this morning.
Let's take a look at this the GEX tool here on SPY, Q's, and everything. Q's here at the call wall. SPX at 0 gamma. And this looks pretty shitty. What's going on with that Airbnb? Someone just called this one out.
I haven't seen it the last couple of minutes.
140 here on the Airbnb. Let's take a look at the Boeing.
It was higher yesterday, right? Oh, it's down today. Yep.
John Smith is saying, fuck this Affirm. I'm going to reshort. Well, good luck.
Anger trade.
NF is saying, Sang Lucci record BTC call volume last Friday on January 50,000. Nice, NF. Thanks for throwing that out there. Record call volume, huh? What exchange though are they talking about? Is that Deribit? Is that Aggregate? Is that CME? What is that? What is that, bro? Ralph. Man.
Lulu, December 520s.
Yeah, just keep rolling them up. Yep. Just keep rolling them up. Just keep rolling them up.
You got some protection in the semis ETF SMH. And Micron. Must be the same house there.
Yeah, Treasury Zealand saying high long-term rates would put stress on the fiscal outlook. Czech central banks, Prochaska saying the risks that have been preventing the first Czech rate cut have been dissipating. Dutch authorities raising the threat level in the country, saying the risk of attack is real.
Whoa. Risk of attack. I don't even know what they're talking about attacking here, but this looks. I don't know about y'all, but I don't see much. AMD 135 though. AMD 135. That NVIDIA, I'm sure, is still probably going 41, 472, 65 here. SPY already kind of moving back pretty nicely. You got Apple coming back here too. I think I might have to take one more power nap, guys.
You wore off.
Yep.
This guy's comedy. You are comedy, you know that?
Yes, sir.
You are comedy. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot out there. I mean, you got some weekly stuff for names you may be interested in, scalps if you're looking at it already, but nothing. Lulu bouncing like a Spalding. What is oh no, that's garbage. Got a little put action in Alcoa AA, cheap put sweeps. Is that VIX selling? I'm hearing, for Christ's sake. Holy moly. What are they going to do to this VIX, for crying out loud? They gapped it up, the VIX, and they slam them, right? It's like they purposely manipulated higher pre-market so short can come in and short the living piss out of it. Look at this thing. Every day they do. Squeezometer down a notch. Still over 60% bulls. Pfizer getting a little weekly volume here. PFE December 29th. Their stock is a catastrophe. Let's see, Pfizer. Did them do lows in Pfizer? New lows, unbelievable. Moderna too. These COVID vaccine plays. Moderna too. You can't. I mean, you could intraday trade these things, but that's the extent of it. Some rolling in IBM. Intel, cute little July opening sweep in Intel. Intel, you got another event coming up. I posted on the Wall Street Jesus Twitter this morning. Court action yesterday, Intel as well. That's probably what they're playing. Let's see. Intel on December 14th, an AI event for Intel. You got a little biotech seeing some spec action. CCCC, 4 Cs. Quattro, 4. Really cheap spec action there. Just watch these biotechs. You got news data all over the yard that time of year. And it's cheapies. Let me get you guys a tally on the Pfizer weeklies. They seem hot here. 21,000 weekly 29 and 17,000 plus weekly 29.5 PFE. I got nothing but love for you, baby. You got nothing but love for you got to push higher in the anti-VIX. Still no sell signal yet. We've been bumping our head short over the past week or so. ARBs on deal. What deal? GJT? What'd they do, Pfizer? Who'd they buy? The other, the one from earlier? Is that who bought the S-Gen? Yeah, good call. So GJT's pointing out the Pfizer could be part of that S-Gen ARB action we've seen this morning. Thank you, Mr. GJT. FL, some Foot Locker puts. Weeklies. Yeah, pretty messy. Pretty messy. Actually, yesterday, if I remember correctly, the morning was pretty messy. Then we got a pocket of nice, clean action. It was more than just a pocket. It was actually a nice wave of clean action, primarily in the semis. But I don't think the messiness, goes away the whole week. Look at this IBM. You actually got a little protection coming into this IBM. Holy macaroni. Are you kidding me? So they're playing Jan 165 put, small 80 grand. Probably somebody in it protecting their pile of cash. Looks like some more, rolling in Avgo. There was some closing activity. Looks like they're pushing those out. More rolling in Citigroup. Avgo up at 1050, up 20, almost 21. Here are some of the active lines there, but all rolling from what I see. There's that ANF. Anything with growth, like hot growth, these charts just look exactly the same, all parabolic. It's all crowding into the little growth that's out there. AMD higher. Uber up a little bit again today. That's just a vol scan in on Avgo there. Picking up on the rolling. Speaking of AMD, some more weekly. Those are weekly in the monies.
Hey, Jay, check out shares of Twilio.
Twilio.
There it is.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's a nice little scoop.
Right.
Nice little scoop, that Twilio.
Where's this Avgo at? What'd you get up to?
Yeah, Avgo, they got some rolling there. They're pushing out December, September.
1062.
1240s they went into. The 1240s for September.
For September? Okay.
Yeah, coming out of December profits and rolling out there.
Maybe I follow them.
Why not?
Why not? Take a little profit and throw it out
Well,
there.
that's the only way they catch these moves like this. You know what I mean? That's the only
Yes.
way. Realistically.
I know.
And Choice Hotel CEO on CNBC making his case for that Wyndham deal, saying that he believes that we can get the deal done within about a year.
Oh, you're in the Twilio, Ed? That doesn't shock me. You're a big Twilio fan. I know that.
Wait, who's in it?
Yeah, Ed's in it. He eggs
Ed's
me
in
on to sing the Twilio chant.
Nice work. Nice work, Ed. Nice work. Ed the crime gangster.
The crime boss. You got some
Crime
more
boss.
VIX selling, which is turning into a buy program in the S&P 500. Every day, Ronchero, the VIX, they bring it up pre-market off nonsense, and they just slam it down. Every day.
that is that they're starting to make a case for me considering long-term out of the money put protection, crash protection, because they're finally starting to make it attractive.
I mean, you're talking about down on the floor now, right? These levels.
Yeah. You're in the low 12s. I mean, if you get an 11 number, those far out of the money puts are going to be reasonable finally. Not since 2019.
Yep.
And then next year's an election year, they could just fuck everybody, right? So
Oh, forget it. Yep.
somebody asking in the room about the dollar. Dixie is about flat right now.
Yeah, not doing much of anything.
We got Silver's here cheering for Oracle to go to 98. It's looking a little oversold.
Oh, he's looking to buy it at 98 probably, right?
Potentially.
Yep. Where is it now? I've got curiosity.
103.39.
Oh, he's got $5 to go there. And it hasn't really been a good-looking order yet. Better-looking action, mostly on the put side, but a lot of it rolling too.
Somebody's asking me about VIX puts. So one of the things that you have to understand about VIX is that if you don't understand how VIX puts and calls are priced, and actually how the VIX is priced, on a daily basis, you really should not play puts or calls on it. I use.
I mean,
VIX.
let's be honest. Just let's tell the truth. If you're new to the game, right, stay away from VIX calls and puts. There's no reason. You know what I mean?
100%. I use VIX for the simple purpose of evaluating whether long-term, far out of the money put protection on SPY, diamonds, or Qs is at a price point where I feel comfortable buying some crash protection to protect a long-term portfolio. The details of that we go over in the master course, and why I use them that way and what the advantage is to using them that way, and how we pay for them, because you're not just going to pull money out of your pocket to go buy crash protection for a rainy day without a source of funds providing you for that protection. Otherwise, the shit adds up. So I don't play VIX puts or calls. It is a gauge on the dashboard for me. Lets me know how much premiums are in that crash protection.
Yep. Well said.
I missed this whole dip on SPY to go deal with domestic matters. And I was all torqued up to get long a dip, and no, I had other important shit to talk about.
What's today? Tuesday, right? Did any of you bond guys? What time is the widely watched bond auction? Which one's that? The 1 o'clock?
All right. So at 11 o'clock, you've got the 4-week bill and the 8-week bill announcement. But at 1 o'clock, you have the 30-year bond auction.
Yeah, I think that's the one, right?
Yeah. That's the one you'll likely see some activity off of. And then you've got the treasury statement. So after Janet is done jerking off Jerome at the meeting, she'll come out and run her mouth at 2 o'clock Eastern.
This is what took down markets last go around, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm necessarily looking for it to take a market down, but just opportunity. I don't care what side at this point.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure it can be a boost too if it goes well.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if it's a rinse, fine. If it continues higher, fine. Like my long-term portfolio, laughingly, I'm in better shape now than I was, at the beginning of the year, thinking shit was going to really be out of whack. We're up 20% on the freaking SPY this year.
I know.
How's that possible? 20%.
Insanity. More VIX selling coming in.
Upside alert on the Qs, pushing higher. Where's this? No. How's the NVIDIA looking? I got about 5 more minutes on the public broadcast. I'm sure we have posted again. We've got 14-day trial, $7.99. Come visit us in the Steamroom, hang out, see if it's a place for you. It is a very good trading room, and it is filled with a lot of really good traders. So if you don't like what I do, or Jay does, or Lucci does, there are plenty of other traders in the room for you to commiserate with. Take Profits letting me know that I gave him a good visual on Janet this morning. You are welcome for that, Take Profits. Because my job is to help paint a picture. Yeah, guys, don't forget when we talk about a bill announcement or a bond auction, et cetera, like this is the first time that I can ever remember, and I've been doing this a long time, that I can ever remember that people actually give a shit. And it's not that they give a shit. It's just an excuse. It's an excuse for algos to fire and to maybe change momentum of direction of the broad market. It doesn't mean that the 4-week bill is important. It doesn't mean that the 30-year bond auction is important or any more important than it was last year or the year before. It's just to say, hey, if you're trading, you need to be aware that in recent history that those things have caused events to happen. They've caused movement. So when you say things like the 4-week bill announcement is irrelevant, it is until it isn't, right? It is until somebody fires an algo based off of that. And if you're going to have that mindset, you can find yourself in trouble. It doesn't matter whether it's important or not. It's important whether it actually creates an opportunity or not. That's what's important, right? So don't get hung up on whether a bill announcement or an auction is important or what it's going to do. Just wait for it and see if it gives you an opportunity for what you're looking for. That's all.
What's that? Garbage. That's what that is. You got some buying in CTVA. I think that's an ag name that's been crashing. March 50s, that playing there? These commodity names bury people alive this year.
The VIX hits the lowest since January 2020, last down 0.33 points at 12.3.
Down to support there.
Okay, we are at the time where we leave the public broadcast. So thank you all for joining us, and come join us in the Steamroom. You guys have a great day.
Good luck, everybody.
Later.